Hey y'all, it's Cliff with Mechanic Scale Modeling. So I'm coming to you with a completed build, partial intro build, but it's a completed build. This build is for the USACC content creators build YouTube. Also there is on a Facebook, but since I'm not on Facebook, I go through to YouTube. This particular 40 Coupe group build is hosted by Luka Cee Hobby Headquarters. I found out about this particular contest build after Acme, and I had seen Mr. Brian BG at BG Model Works. Yeah, say, hey, we got a content creators thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. I did not know about this. And I'm like, oh shit. So I went back and, we said Luka Cee got it. And I'm like, I didn't get my intro video out. I just did it on one of my lives. So since I did it on one of my lives, I'm like, hey, great. You know what? And then I was just kind of sitting there. I didn't have my kit until after I went to the Fulton show and found it, because this is the particular kit that Brian BG had. So it had to be the AMT kit, had to be the ERTL kit, 40 Ford Coupe, from what I gather. This particular kit is from the 90s, and yeah, it was made 1993, ERTL company, skill level 2, 125th scale model. So so far I've been seeing a lot of awesome 40 Ford builds, but with this particular build, there was a lot of scratch building and a lot of extreme, I don't know, should I say, extreme redneck going on. So, let me get around to switching cameras here, and we will take a peek at our 40 Ford Coupe. All right, so here we are. We are back. All right, this here's our 1940 Ford Coupe, and I've seen a lot of awesome builds. However, this is my own little take on it, and it might be extreme for some, but it is definitely a unique build. I have Googled a whole bunch trying to find something similar to it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think y'all ever seen anything like this. So let's get this cover off, and wow. Boom. There it is. It is OD green and black. 1940 Ford monster truck. Look at it. Just look at it. Oh, it's got period correct custom leaf spring suspension. Bar treads, I'm pretty sure they had them back then. These particular axles are out of the Datsun tow truck. There is a lot of custom scratch build on the frame. Everything is basically scratch built minus the box frame, which came with the Ford kit, which I needed to use to mount on the body, and that's how the bumpers are mounted. We got our differential right here. We got our drive shafts. This particular transfer case come out of Bigfoot. We got some weathering, and like I said, we got leaf springs. We have custom third members that go on top. This kit did not come with them. So on this third member, this kit did not come with it. So I had to foo-foo something up. She's not pretty. And she ain't small. There's a little bit of side profile. So the wheels that I got were ones that came with these axles. I made the suspension for it. There we go. There's a little bit of back end, just like an ass shot of it. Same thing. We got a steel I-beam bumper. All of the chrome has been blacked out. The shocks, which let me grab my little pointer here. The shocks are out of that particular kit. This is axles that I had got.
So I figured I'd find something to put them on, and well, I was lucky and did. We also have big ass side pipes for the exhaust coming out, big old exhaust dumps. So the body is not really mounted on this too well, and I know a lot of guys have the hood with the problem on this particular kit. So before I get to that, I come up with my own way to basically fabricate the hood from getting fucked up. It is got a chain running through it and it's locked down. So, let us take this hood right off. The whole entire body actually does come off. I didn't do anything special with the engine. I can probably go back and do something special with the engine. I did not glue the interior in because with all these lights and stuff like that, you can't really see the interior via the camera and all the lights. So let's take a look at our engine. I had to cut the floor. I had to cut the floor out to get that transfer case to fit. I had to cut the stock exhaust off and all that so I could run my custom headers. I may go back and I will probably wire this. Now the reason why this ain't painted black is because this has a belt guard on it. Because, you know, especially when you're running off-road, you don't want to lose a belt. So that was my whole purpose of leaving a belt guard on it. Now we have our interior, which that's a custom little compartment I made. I just put a sticker on it, but it says Moonshine Bandits. It's painted flat black with a little bit of Rejuvenate floor polish on it, just to give it that sheen of being like vinyl. We also have our roll bar. We have Simpson Racing 5-point harness. We went with the custom steering wheel. Hold on, let me grab my little pointer again. I just put it over here. Went with our custom steering wheel. Kind of did some detail to the dash. Nothing super serious, because this truck or car is all about, you know, being functional. So there's our custom shifter right here. And then we got a shifter for our T-case right there. You can see a little bit better that angle. It's paper clips with some sprue. I cut out and made bases. I should have used one of my old rubber gloves to put over the base as a boot, but I made boots out of plastic and just painted them. The interior, of course, is the flat black. Alright, now let's put this body back on. And we'll put our hood back on. And like I stated before, the only reason why I didn't get into like super detail with the engine is because I chained the hood and didn't plan on actually taking the hood off. So that's why I didn't do anything special. There wasn't really a whole lot of detail with the engine, but as I stated, we got some weathering. A lot, 90% of this is scratch built. I did use the nail head, the Buick nail head, and I put my own custom. Yep, there it goes. I put my own custom carb hat on it. So big exhaust dumps. I mean, oh, we also got this cool little sticker here too that I had put on. It says not just fast, but damn fast. So that is my build. I want to thank Luka Cee for hosting, and I'm glad that I was able to participate and partake in the shenanigans. I've never seen one like it, so I know it's definitely going to be unique. Let's see. Let's change our cameras here.
All right. So that was my 40 take on the 40 Ford Coupe. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. I mean, there is room for improvements, as like with any model, but for right now, I'm going to call it done. It's done before the deadline. And yeah, so until next time, this is Cliff with GI Mechanic Scale Modeling, and I'm signing off. See ya.